So, what happens when a mother's love, spirals into a full-blown medical drama? Well, we're about to find out. We're going to break down this short, pretty hilarious story from a Spanish script that all goes down in one doctor's office. You've got a frantic mother, her very annoyed son, and of course the poor doctor caught right in the middle of it all. So the story just kicks off with zero subtlety. I mean, the first thing we hear is a mother scream, "Doctor, doctor, my son is dying." Right away, the stakes are just sky high. You've got to wonder, what could possibly be that wrong?
Okay, so the scene is set for what is obviously a very dramatic visit. The mother and son, they don't just walk into the doctor's office, oh no. They basically crash in, dragging this massive argument with them and spilling all their family drama right there for everyone to see.
And the son, Beck, he immediately starts pushing back. He is just not having it. His message is loud and clear. Don't bring me here. Take me home. As far as he's concerned, he feels perfectly fine, and this whole thing is a huge waste of time.
But his mother, Senora Sam, well, she's living in a completely different reality. She fires back with just pure panic. "No, Beck, he's not well. My son has a serious illness." And right there, that's the conflict, right? A son who thinks he's fine, and a mom who is absolutely convinced he's knocking on death's door. So this back and forth, it gets so heated that the doctor finally has to step in and, lay down the law. He shuts the whole thing down with one firm command: "Do not argue in my office." And just like that, the argument grinds to a halt and all eyes are on him.
All right, so let's officially meet our three key players here. First, you've got Senora Sam, the super frantic mother who is convinced this is a life-or-death situation. Then you have her son, Beck, the annoyed patient who would clearly rather be anywhere else. And, stuck in the middle of it all, is Dr. Bob, the professional just trying to find some facts in all this chaos. So, with the argument finally on pause, Dr. Bob tries to bring a little bit of order to the room by doing what he does best: actually conducting a patient examination. And this is where the story gets really funny. Because amidst all the screaming and the panic, the doctor's method is almost comically routine. Step 1, say ah. Step 2, follow the pen with your eyes. Step 3, let me check your ears. It's this perfect moment of just calm, clinical procedure dropped right into an emotional hurricane.
Yeah, that clinical calm, it doesn't last long. Beck is just losing his patience with the whole routine, and he blurts out, "This is so stupid!" It's a great little reminder of that tension just simmering under the surface. His mom, of course, quickly tells him to be nice, but his frustration is crystal clear.
So after that really brief exam, the two sides are completely dug in. The doctor gives his professional opinion. I don't think Beck is unwell, but the mother is not hearing any of it. She just flat out refuses to accept it, demanding, "No, Dr. Bob, examine my son more."
And this right here is the turning point of the whole story. Dr. Bob realizes the physical exam isn't going to work on the mom, so he has to change tactics. He goes from being a physician to, more of an investigator, trying to uncover the real story here. The doctor pivots with one simple question that changes absolutely everything. What happened yesterday? Just those three little words shift the entire focus away from some mysterious, deadly illness and onto a very specific event.
And here it is, the confession, the big reveal. Beck admits, "Yesterday, I fell down the stairs and my head hurts." And just like that, the high-stakes drama of a fatal disease completely evaporates, and it's replaced by the very ordinary, very undramatic reality of a simple fall. And the mother's reaction is just priceless. Her fear instantly flips to a classic parental lecture. "You weren't listening when I told you not to run in the house." The mysterious, grave illness is completely forgotten. Now it's all about household safety rules.
So now that the truth is finally out, Dr. Bob can give his official diagnosis. He's got a clear path to calming the mother's panic and, hopefully, ending this chaotic visit.
So the doctor's conclusion is really straightforward. Beck isn't dying. He's not even really sick. The diagnosis is simple. He's just injured. He's got a minor head injury from falling, and that's causing a slight headache and some dizziness. That's it.
And the treatment plan? Well, it's just as simple. The doctor's orders are, take 1 aspirin a day, here's a note for school, and, this is the important part, just rest at home for a few days. But there's one specific detail in those recommendations that matters way more than all the others, at least to one of our characters, and that's the number of days he needs to rest.
2 whole days without school.
And Beck's triumphant reaction just says it all. Yay! I don't have to go to school for 2 days. I mean, after all the drama, the arguing, his mother's sheer panic, the whole thing ends with the absolute best possible outcome. For him, anyway.
So this little story kind of leaves us with a bigger question to think about, doesn't it? We see a mother's genuine love and fear, but we also see it spiral into this huge, dramatic overreaction. It really makes you wonder, where is that line? For parents, for friends, for any of us, when does that legitimate concern cross over and start creating an even bigger problem?